In this video, we're going to learn how to make a two-part horn for Trainz. Now, I've already made a tutorial about this twice, but both of those tutorials were pretty bad quality, so I'm making a new one. Now, the first thing you want to do is look for the YouTube video that has the horn that you want to make for the game. What I usually do is I just type the name of the locomotive and horn in the search engine, and usually I get what I'm looking for. For this video, we're going to be making a Conrail GT1 horn. Now, I already found the video I'm looking for, and I already know that it has good footage of the Conrail GT1 blowing its horn, so I'm going to go ahead and use that video. But to do that, first it has to be downloaded, and I'll show you how to do that. First, you have to highlight the URL of the video, and then right click and click copy. Then you have to paste it to a website you can use for downloading the videos. I already have a website saved, and I'll put a link to this website in the description. Now you have to paste the URL here, and then scroll down. Click the green bar down here to download it. Now you have to convert the video to a .wav file. To do that, I use the FreeMake audio converter. I'll put a link to that in the description as well. Unfortunately, if the video is a certain length, they make you pay for the full version of this so that you can convert videos of that length. But this video is rather short, so it will probably let you use the free version to convert it. Now just click on plus audio, and then look for the video that you downloaded. My computer usually stores those under download. Then just click on the video and click open. Now click convert and click WAV file, then save it wherever on the computer you want and save it under whatever name you want. And then it'll tell you when it's finished converting, and then you just click OK. Now we have to edit the video, or rather the sound that was extracted from the video. I use Audacity to do that, and I'll put a link to that in the description as well. Now under File, you click Import Audio, and then go into the folder where you saved the .wav file earlier and click on it and click Open. Now it's on 2-channel audio like most videos are. It has to be converted to mono first, and you have to delete one of those channels. Otherwise, you're going to hear the horn everywhere on the map. Now I'm just going to skip to where the horn is being blown. Now, if it's a video where the driver was blowing his horn for a railroad crossing, I usually use the second horn because you can't hear the sound of the train in the background over it. However, in this case, the fourth horn is loud enough that you can't really hear the train in the background, so I'll use that since it's louder. Now just delete all the excess noise, and now we only have the horn left. Now I'm going to highlight a section of that. That's going to be the start of the horn. So I'm going to click File and click Export Selected Audio. I'm going to name this file horn_start. This is going to be the file the game uses when you start blowing the horn. Then just save it. Now I'm going to click Edit and click Delete. Now I'm going to highlight the whole thing and click on Edit and click Copy. Then on the other side I'm going to click Paste. Then under Effects I'm going to click Reverse. This prevents it from having that horrible audio clipping sound when you repeat it. Now I'm going to export this audio as horn_loop. This will be the sound effect the game will use as you continue to hold on to the H button. Now we're going to create the horn in Trainz12. Now in Content Creator Plus, press Ctrl N to create a new asset. Then click on Horn Sound on the list of different types of assets you can create and click New. Now under username, just going to give it a name. I'm going to call it Conrail GG1 Horn. Under category, I'm going to click ZH Horn Sound. Now to find out which eras this horn is from, I'm going to go to Wikipedia and just type GG1 and look for the build date and the last run. It looks like it was built in the 1930s. And its last run was, I'm not sure why you can't see it on the screen. It's an issue with Bandicam, but the last run, it says it was in the 1980s. So I'm going to add all those eras to this list of eras that it's from. And that's pretty much it. The reason is pretty much obvious. This was built in the United States and operated there. Everything else is pretty much obvious and self-explanatory. For a username, I put the username of the creator, which is me, and for the contact website, I put my YouTube channel, since that's the only website I have. And for description, I'm just telling you what it is. It's a Conrail GG1 horn. Don't forget to click the check mark for a 2-part, so that the game knows that this is a 2-part horn that you're making. Otherwise, it'll think it's a 1-part horn. A 1-part horn is a horn where you press the H and it plays an entire sound, rather than it depending on how long you press the H button. A 3-part horn is one where you can program an echo into it. Okay, now for the thumbnail container. The thumbnail, I usually use 256 by 180 as the width and height for the thumbnail, but other creators use 240 by 180, and that works just fine. Now I'm going to go to where I have all my thumbnails stored. I happen to have a picture of the Conrail GG1 over here somewhere. I just got to look for it. Okay, I found the one I want to use, so I'm going to right click on it and click copy. Then I'm going to paste it in the file of the asset that I'm making. Then I'm going to right click on the image and click open with paint. Now I'm going to use paint to resize it. Click resize, click on pixels, and then click 256 by 180. Then click OK, then press Ctrl S to save it. Then you can exit out of Paint once you've saved it. Now click Open. And that's pretty much it. You just have to save it and then exit out of it. Then press Ctrl M to commit the changes. Sometimes it takes multiple times. And we're pretty much halfway done. Now we have to make the bell for the locomotive. Now, against all odds, I just happened to find a video of someone ringing the GG1 bell on YouTube. So I have all the footage I need to make a bell. Just have to convert that video to a .wav file. Now, I already made the bell earlier, but just to show you how to make the bell, I'm going to do it a second time. I converted the video. Now I just need to open it in Audacity and edit it just like you would when making the horn. I opened the file that I created. Now, of course, I have to split it to one channel of audio and delete one of the channels, and now it's almost ready. I just have to delete some of the excess audio so that it won't sound off when it repeats. This usually takes a bit of trial and error, so you basically just keep having to work with it until you get the sound you want. Hold shift and click on the play button to play the sound on repeat and see if it sounds okay. Okay, that repeated perfectly, so I'm going to save it as idle1.wav. And now it's fine. To add these sound files to the horn you created, press Ctrl-Shift-E to open it in Explorer. Then go to the folder where you saved these files, and then just copy and paste them to the Assets folder. Right click and then click on copy, then just press the back button and paste it here. Now I like to play these files after I paste it to make sure I'm pasting the right file. Now just exit out of it and press Ctrl-M to commit the changes. Now we're ready to press Ctrl-Shift-D to save it as a CDP file so it can be opened in Trainz a New Era. Now I'm importing it in Trainz a New Era. Now if while importing it you get an error saying that the asset is already installed, right click on the asset and click List Asset in New Window so that you can see what's already installed. Because you may be about to overwrite something you already created in Trainz a New Era, such as a root or a consist. In this case, I'm overwriting a consist that I already made in Trainz a New Era that happened to have the same QID number. Now, if you didn't want to overwrite the thing that's already on Trainz a New Era, you can go to Trainz12 in the Content Manager and clone the thing you were trying to export to Trainz a New Era by right-clicking on it and scrolling down until you see Clone. After cloning, it'll automatically view that asset in a new window, and you can Ctrl-M to commit it and then save it as a CDP file. And this one will have a different QID number. I just edited all of the Conrail GG1s that I've downloaded to, except the Conrail horn that I made. Now I'm saving all the GG1s as a CDP file so I can open them in Trainz a New Era without having to edit them all. Now I'm importing all the GG1s into Trainz a New Era. Now it's time to test the horn, which we'll do after this commercial break.